Black Friday, the only holiday where you can legally start a riot. Truly the peak of American consumerism. But while walking to your local Black Friday sale, do you ever think to yourself, gosh, I wonder how Black Friday came to be? Anyways. Now, this story starts with two little fellows named Jay Gold and Jim Fisk. Jay and Jim were robber barons and had noticed the increase in gold value. Keep in mind that gold was still the main source of trade. The two knew they had to make a plan to capitalize on this market. Their plan was to collect the majority of the gold and then sell it for inflated prices for high profits. This tactic is known as cornering the market, which means to have control over a certain business. In short, the duo were making a fortune off of selling gold for inflated prices, and they got away with this for months. Until September 1869. Many were becoming suspicious of Jay and Jim's practices. This suspicion even reached President Grant. The jig was up. Jay received a letter threatening that the president would bust their corner on the market. In response to this, Jay kept selling gold the following day, not telling Jim a thing about the letter. This means Jim was still collecting gold, unaware the president had caught on. Jay's so cool. September 24th. At this point, everyone knew what Jay and Jim were doing. Mobs of people were flooding Wall Street, and gold prices rise to 160. President Grant urged George Babel to flood the market with gold as a form of damage control. Shortly after, the US released $4 million in gold, thus ending Jay and Jim's corner on the gold market.
Take that, you prick.
Now, the only problem with Grant's decision was that it almost destroyed the US economy. Gold prices dropped to 130, and the stock market decreased by 20%. Many Wall Street firms and speculators soon went bankrupt. This day would be known as Black Friday. Guys, I said the thing. The US economy heavily relied on inflated price gold for high profits. But without it, it grew quickly unstable. There was simply far too much gold, thus making its value decrease. And that's the story of Black Friday, a dead holiday that's been replaced by the goddamn internet. So, what were your thoughts on my epic lecture? That was the most boring lecture I've ever heard in my life. It's not even November, like, who cares about Black Friday? No wonder your wife left you.
Okay.